Hi guys, this is Emnel and we are back playing Canada in Together for Victory DLC in Hearthstone 4. Let's talk more about research. We've picked all of our minus 50% discounted research here after, researching non-crucial things. The reason why I went for those three is that I've more or less tested what AI researches and in what order. They want to get special forces till, well, at least the breakout of the war, none of them, from what I've seen, nor will they get maintenance company. They're, however, very reliable when it comes to both research and production. Less so excavation, but, as far as industry goes, they are solid. And they are very solid with infantry equipment. They are mostly up to date, sometimes even ahead of time with that, so you can rely on being able to update that with a discount most of the time. As far as Air Force goes, it's hit and miss. It takes them a while. What I mean is Commonwealth, right? So it's only what I'm saying. Well, I mean, parts of it will definitely affect other groups, but let's not discuss how the faction research works for everyone, because it's a bit different than with Commonwealth, where everyone is by default in a research group. Not so much for other alliances. We'll talk about it later. Now, as you can see, the Spanish Civil War is coming to an end. I'm not sure if it will, if it will be ending by the time we get 150. We are going to switch to partial mobilization outright, because that will get us to 18 and 18, 19, depending on if war in Ethiopia finishes. Because it actually seems to be taking them a while. Well, we'll see it from there. We'll also continue training and continue not really building infantry equipment, but we'll get there. Should be able to catch up before the war starts. As far as our we're going to fight, so Canada basically fought a little bit. They defended unsuccessfully Hong Kong for the British, and besides that, they spent most of the war sitting and training in Great Britain, to later land in Sicily, fight here, and then after D-Day. So they really haven't really fought. Well, there were some minor actions and operations, but they haven't really fought till the landings in Sicily and then D-Day. Alright, so we have that 150. So now we can either go straight for military tourists. We could go for that Captain Industry in what? In 12 days. Or we can wait for this. This is not going to end that fast, all that soon, so we are going to go for military tourists actually. We need that army experience, and that will double our income basically. There we go. As far as research, we of course are going to wait 30 days. Now it's even more important, since those things will be. So the thing is that I mentioned that, for example, only one nation has it. It's what? It's United Kingdom, I imagine. Yes, United Kingdom. You can see in the tooltip here. And if I were to start researching it now, if others would research it, it wouldn't change. It wouldn't affect my time of research. But if I were to, for example, after a few months, I were to go here, go here and switch that research to something else, and choose basically unselect and reselect this research again, the new bonus for that moment will be affected. I probably haven't described it nearly enough, but we'll get there when we get there. I'll explain. Not done yet. We are at 1%, so there isn't really a chance that we'll get to 20 by just by the finish of the Spanish Civil War. So no point in waiting here. Now we have two options. Well, three really. We can get that, get those. The problem with this one is, I mean, the civilian factory is nice and dandy, and building slots will be useful at some point, but it doesn't really lead anywhere. So this one leads, as I mentioned in previous episode, to warfield economy, because you have to take this, to take this, to take this, to take this, like that. So we'll need to get that at some point, but now it's not helping at all. We can start going this way here, which is okay. We get some land doctrine, and we get some motorized. Motorized is another thing that's AI. It takes them a while to get beyond the you know, only United Kingdom really gets it for a few years. Or we can and go for those three things, and then get to the research. Problem is that, as I mentioned, we can't really get shadow factories, even if we were to get to 5 world potential, which will come soon enough. We can't really take it outright, because that would pretty much remove our ability to build shit. Although, sure if that would be such big of an issue, but well, I guess we could spend that aluminium to build support equipment. So with some atrocious, yeah, minus 45%. So, and we can go for the excavation, and then some oil. Encryption, decryption method, useless stuff. That's the problem, that we need both, as you can see. Well. How are we on production of that? Halfway through, huh? Well, let's get there. We will need to. We'll want to get there at some point, because well, we have the aluminium. We will need the oil. And, you know, getting excavation is nice too. Now, machine tools finished. We probably want to wait with those for now. They should be finishing soon enough, and we have some research finishing anyway, so yeah, construction pretty soon. Let's see. For that, I think I want to wait till I get the research bonus. This one will get with 50%. Okay. Let's think about what the doctrine they want, because this is basically the only option here. So research of doctrine has also been changed by this, because well, AI will go for grand battle plan for I think all of the Commonwealth nations, if I remember correctly, and what it boils down to that is that instead of just rushing the doctrines as you would normally now you have an option to, you know, take it slow and wait for them to research it, and you know, follow them and grab that 50% bonus, which, I mean, it's a viable option since you have only three slots right here. So, well, that's the first thing. So, second one is the fact that, well, we already have that one, and this is, well, almost a year of work, but we are going to our infantry battalions, which is, so frontline battalions do not include artillery, as you can see. So some people are confused by it, but it includes support, anti-tank support, which, you know, and all the other anti-tanks, and As you can see, recon company, things like that, but does not include an actual artillery divisions or battalions. So this is basically for our infantry, which is alright, since we'll be using a very, very powerful one with very decent bonuses. Then we'll get some organization, which is, well, always nice. Then defense for our infantry, which is more or less about as good as an entrenchment bonus from here, which, I mean, that's alright. And this entrenchment bonus kind of falls off later, because you will get bonuses for getting engineers. And a thing to remember is that since we are playing with max sliders, we will be defending. We will, by the 1942, Germany will have around 1,000 combat-ready divisions to our, I don't know, 30, 50, if we are lucky. So there will be quite a lot of defending, not only, you know, attacking, marching through them, and so on. So entrenchment isn't a useless stat in this. Now, so there's this in defending. Then we can get some, you know, recovery rate for our artillery, which is alright, but mostly soft attack for our line artillery. We'll be using mostly, I think, 3 battalions per division. We want very powerful divisions with good kick. Since we'll be using special forces, we can afford more non-infantry battalions because they have higher organization. So for that reason, getting this line with, you know, plus 10% soft attack is better than going through here. I mean, those are that 50% for support companies is okay from those, but it basically boils down to the same thing. You get the edge if you are using both support artillery and support rocket artillery, but we don't really have time for such issues, and that's, well, you know, 2 slots for support companies, which I want to use. I mean, with the organization bonuses and such, that's alright, but what it boils down to, this thing is better for us. Then we get some breakthrough, but only for tanks. Well, breakthrough here is for infantry, and we'll be using a lot of infantry for our fighting. Then, however, we get soft attack for all of our army, which works perfectly for army that will rely on artillery a lot. Then this is the standard one, reconnaissance and reinforcement rate. Then once again we get some organization recovery rate, which is, well, good enough. Okay, this is actually the same one. And once again we get soft attack and some additional hard attack. If we were to go this way, we'll get more hard attack than soft attack, basically. And this was only for tanks, so not as good. Reinforced rate, so basically that, but without the additional reconnaissance. And here we get some organization and air support, which normally is a perfectly nice thing to have, but well, not for our purposes, since we probably won't ever be in position to challenge Axis Air Force by ourselves. Here you get, here is basically some defense, some breakthrough, and some organization with just 5% of soft attack, so that's what it boils down to. Organization, breakthrough organization, supply consumption is a good one, and this is a decent one. Those are a good one, but we won't be using as many divisions for supply to be that big of an issue, so I think we'll pass. Once again, organization, and this is the same we get. So, without further ado, we are going to switch to superior firepower, since this is going to be the more, basically the more useful one. But sure, for the first one we could have went with the doctrine bonus from you know, tech tree, focus tree, but we'll survive without that army modernization. It'll be okay. Right, we can Let's see. It takes them quite a long time. But I think I will save up to 150 to get specialization ASAP. Because, well, with only +8 getting it to 150, that's around what, 100 days? No, 200. 180 days, right? So, yeah. So let's ignore that for now. Waiting for those to finish. We get construction. And now, alright, so let's start with concentrated industry. Okay, we have that 36. And no matter if someone finishes and that jumps to 50, it will not affect that. It will at this point it will continue to go to 105 days. So, wow, there's some counterattacks and shit. Yeah. So Treaty of Addis Ababa actually lowers the wall tension. Was our production of that? Well, halfway through. All right, capex. Now let's check if it has changed. So we are switching here. No, still it's 36. So let's go back there. As for this, this hasn't been upgraded, and this hasn't been touched yet. So both of those are reasonable options. Here, as you can see, we already have that 50% to that. We want to get anything ahead. Well, let's grab that. By the time we finish, we'll need that anyway, and by the time we finish, we should get higher bonuses for other ones. Now, we can't access that, of course, and this one will not give us anything just yet. So let's actually go start going this route. Really? So what, they're going to win? You know, socialists? That's an interesting development. Well, whoever does, please do it fast. Very interesting. And 5, huh? Very interesting. Okay, so we have units in deployment. We don't want to deploy them just yet because, well, we're bleeding those of our units dry for precious army experience, as you remember. Okay. Waiting for that to fill up. Okay, let's check once again. As you can see, 22 days. If I go here, and... oh, no. Still the same thing. Look at them go. Okay, army modernization. I guess we continue this way for the trucks. And let's see. 36, that's good enough. Now, another thing that we have two of our core things that we want, which is, of course, as I mentioned multiple times, partial mobilization, and another one, the captain of industry. Later, as a secondary tier, we'll want war industrialist, and we'll want a tank designer once we reach the Valentine tank thing. Well, I guess this is not ending anytime soon, so might as well. And since yeah, so this is unlucky because, well, being able to but at the same time that keeps them at partial mobilization, which is I mean probably for the best. All the difference between partial and war economy isn't as big as for our civilian economy to be stacked up. It would be better for us if this finished quickly. All right, and this is interesting. Okay, so now we have 50% here outright, and it's only April, as you can see. Well, production should start to pick up. Well, we'll be a bit off, but as soon as Oviedo falls, that should end. This is amazing. I've run like 10 AI games on this patch, and almost well, every single time nationalists won, and I think in the 9 out of 10 times they won very fast. That was a lightning victory. So this is an interesting development. Oh, by the way, Manchuka is, has been added if you haven't noticed. Okay. Now we are just 1, 2, 3 from Valentine tank. But we are also finishing our first civilian factory here, which means that that civilian factory will give us nothing. It will just, as I mentioned, bump this to 11, so we'll just grab another one to get some effect out of it. Wow. This is very interesting that I mean, it may finish before this may last longer than Japanese preparation for the attack on China, which is really unheard of. Now this is still going. So here, as you can see, this one everyone has it. 5 out of, and we have the 1 research bonus. So. There it is. I wonder if you can see the further... No, you can't see further down the tree, sadly. Well, at some point we'll need to get interwar artillery and send further down to here, because difference in cost production is very small, but the difference in firepower provided is actually very significant. So. But not yet, not going for that. Well, we can... Oh, so interesting thing. Let's... have we waited till the end? No, so let's wait. If you end up with a technology that requires less days that you have banked, so in this case, if we had banked 30 and the... and getting... well, getting that would require only well, 6. So we have only 6 days. If we bank another 10, those won't be wasted. So you don't have to worry. You'll just you will get instant unlock for the cars, and then get whatever was left. It will be left here, as we'll show in a sec. There we go. And as you can see, there's, 10 days banked. Now, let's start working on... I mean, construction can wait. Let's get this one, so 135... damn it, I should have waited for it, for the full 30 days. My bad. Come on, like, someone win it. It's ridiculous. Alright, so superior firepower. We'll wait 30 days, of course, but then... Wow, it's going back and forth. National Housing Act, which, as you can see, we finished that first civilian factory, and which basically, so that added 2, 1 went there. Now, we can continue with motorized army and so on. It'd be nice to get the doctrine, really. We can't really get that outright because, well, that would we haven't researched the tank just yet, which would be problematic. The previous tank, I mean. This one just 50% research for industry, not real worth the 70 days and 70 political power. Here we are not going to take anything. I mean, this one is decent, of course, like getting 3 dockyards for free without prerequisite focuses. This is always a strong choice, but well, once again, we do not have the money to spare. Well, we'll need to get that one at some point, but that's a long way away. And this one also requires both, so even if you wanted to. Let's continue with the motorized army then. Alright, so if you noticed here that the jump, once we finished mechanical computing, then the jump from like 98 to 93 as well. Those kinds of things are applied outright. And if you remember that, it was 36% here. Let's check if it's 36 still. It is. Okay. I won't be able to show it to you, will I? This is hilarious. The Addis Ababa to conquering Abyssinia took a while, but this one is just ridiculous. Now 50% on this, definitely going for it. Okay, let's check it one more time. Oh, okay, we're at 36 here, which is nice. Still 36. I mean, land doctrine would be nice, but I'm probably reaching the time where we need that bloody construction. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll have more time later to get our doctrines up just a little bit. I mean, the whole research game have been put on its head for Commonwealth nations. Really, it's very different to what you're used to. Jesus, I have 200 banked, but getting for the Prussian organization is more important than anything else by far. So, well, in a few days, Japan should attack China. There we go. And let's wait for another attack to go. Oh man, so this is a problem. We are at 18. So until this goes away... Oh, no, okay, never mind. What was that last one? Someone sent volunteers here, right. Whew. Thanks, Soviet Union. Now we can finally get Canada, Defense of Canada regulations, which in itself isn't, well, it's nothing to write home about. But in another 2, we'll be able to get Canada Wheat Board, which finally will get our production from the ground. And it is, in my opinion, more important than getting 3 military factories, just FYI. We'll get the factories a bit later. And we'll discuss our later development. Well, now let's switch to Prussian mobilization. which, well, as you can see, increased that to 6 and helped us just a little bit. Okay, actually, let's add another unit here. How are we on equipment? Barely there, but yeah, we are getting the exercise at least. We'll need around 100 army experience or so to even get our infantry divisions up to snuff. So it's important to get that. What are our losses actually? We'll only see from 1 year, but let's say, as you can see, how much we are losing. We are losing what, 26 per month. Well, maybe more, right? Because it's probably haven't shown full months. Well, either way, not as bad. What is our production? We are still 7k behind, but that's because we haven't built any military factories yet. And I think we'll finish this one and then start building military ones. We'll need a bit more later, but it is what it is. So that probably means that our next choice will be War Industrialist. Anyway, we are out of time, so we'll continue our build-up in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you then.